Now, if you've been following along all week, then you've finally made it to Good Friday, a day that, when you really think about it, isn't that good at all, right? I mean, it's the day that Jesus was crucified. It's the day where we realize what his sole purpose on earth was, a day that's associated with the torment that he felt, the way that people mocked him as the King of the Jews. And it's really just a day of grief as we reflect. But when you look a little deeper and learn a little more, you can realize as well that Friday is a day of rebirth. It's a day of sacrifice, an opportunity afforded to us only because of what Jesus did. Now, Jesus had been preparing for his death for a while, and he tried to do the same with his disciples. He tried explaining to them what was about to happen. So naturally, it frustrated him that they couldn't look past their own understanding and their own concept of what the king was supposed to do. In their minds, Jesus was supposed to come, the Messiah, and he was supposed to build this army and help free his people from Rome. Similar to how we get to think sometimes when we make up in our own minds how God will show up, how he'll answer our prayers, and how he'll deliver us from despair. But though the disciples couldn't get past their own imagination of what this Messiah would do, Jesus still showed up as king anyway. But in his way, the king way, was through humility and kindness. And he didn't build an army, but he taught God's truth. And he tried to enlist the disciples to do the same, using things like kindness and compassion, and ultimately sacrifice for us all. So how could Jesus be the king on the cross? Why couldn't he save himself from the cross? Well, those are questions that were asked, and the simple answer is that he did it for us because he loves us. And though you couldn't see the golden throne like the disciples had kind of made up in their minds, the throne was there nonetheless, just in a different way. Jesus carried the cross, he wore the thorns on his head, and he sacrificed his life for us, like only a king can. So though Jesus suffered greatly, he wore the crown so that we wouldn't have to. So I challenge you to think of those times when Jesus shows up for you. Maybe not as you expect, but as the loving king that we know is willing to sacrifice it all.